objective for this lesson is I can solve division problems with remainders using the area model. So we're going to do the same thing we did last lesson, except I'm going to show you what to do when you have a remainder. So this first problem says 43 divided by 2. So if you remember, I'm going to draw my rectangle, and I'm going to, my divisor goes here, my dividend goes on top. So what are the two numbers that I'm going to divide 43 up into? That's right, 40 plus 3. All right, so same thing. I see how many times 2 goes into 4, which is twice. And if I have zeros after my numbers, I could just bring them down. So I have 1 0, so I can bring it down. All right, now I see how many times does 2 go into 3. It goes in once, right? But it doesn't go in evenly. So just like with the other methods for division, what I do is I have to think, all right, well, 3 and 1, 2 is equal to 2, right? So all I have to do is take this number and my divisor and find the difference, and that's my remainder. So remember, I add these two together, and my answer would be 21 remainder of 1. All right, so the only difference between this lesson and the previous one is you're going to have a number left over. So let me show you one more time what to do with that remainder before I have you do one on your own. Look, it's all disappearing in front of your eyes. Okay, so same problem. Divisor, write my dividend in expanded form. Man, that's a crooked line in the middle. Okay, I divided and 2 it into 40 20 times. 2 it into 3 1 time. So I'm going to ask you, how do I find my remainder? Okay, if you said subtract the 2 from the 3, then you were correct. All right, so add those, 21, remainder 1. So I'm going to give you one to try right now and see how you do. So let's see, how about that one we divided by 2, right? So let's do 90. Oop, what did I just do? Sometimes I go crazy with this iPad. Let's do 95 divided by 3. I know it sounds like a big number, but it's not. All right, so you're going to draw your area model, and let's see if you can solve that. What's 95 divided by 3? All right, so your divisor goes on the left. My dividend goes on top, but I am writing it in expanded form. Then I divide. 3 goes into 9 3 times. I have a 0, 1 0, so I can bring 1 0 here. And then 3 goes into 5 once. Here's the key, right? For the remainder, how do I find the remainder? I take, if 3 does not go into 5 evenly, I take that number in the ones place, and I take my divisor and find the difference between the two numbers. That's my remainder, 2. And I add those together, so the answer is 31 remainder of 2. So hopefully you got that. If not, as always, rewatch the video as many times as you need.